Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But we are concerned about a troubling trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
We are concerned about a troubling trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country. Do you remember that nightmare fuel from 2018? The media organization Sinclair Broadcast Group, which owns nearly 200 local TV news outlets, had dozens of their local anchors across the country all read the same Orwellian script about bias in the media.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Today, Sinclair Broadcast Group was caught again with dozens of local anchors again reading the same script. The newsletter's public notice and popular information first brought attention to the copycat newscasts, which featured a script you might say has a very clear conservative agenda.
The Wall Street Journal calling into question the mental fitness of President Joe Biden.
The Wall Street Journal is now reporting calling into question the mental fitness of President Joe Biden.
As national correspondent Matt Galka tells us, the issue could be an election decider.
The issue could be an election decider.
Now, the story these dozens of local news outlets ran with was based on a widely panned piece in the Wall Street Journal last week, claiming that behind closed doors, President Biden was showing signs of mental slippage. The only people quoted on the record in that piece to support that reporting were Republican officials, including former Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy, who is not at all known for being the most reliable anything. Meanwhile, several Democrats, including Senator Chris Coons, have come out publicly to say that they gave quotes to the Wall Street Journal for that piece, and the paper chose not to include them. Coons says he told the Journal that Biden is someone who is sharp, engaged, and leads the conversation. Now, aside from the clear partisan edge to all of this, recent polling from Gallup shows that Americans have very low trust of national media outlets. Just 32% of the country trust the national media. But that is not true when it comes to local news. Pew Research polling from earlier this year showed that 71% of Americans trust their local news outlets, which is what makes what Sinclair is doing here so nefarious. Maybe your undecided voter neighbor doesn't trust the Wall Street Journal or cable news, but they might trust the station that gives them the weather. And that is the real issue.
That issue could be an election decider.